Okay, so here we are at the end of the line, the very last parking lot at a Pennsylvania state park whose name at the moment I don't remember. But we'll find it out on the way out. I came to this place looking for some trails to hike, and did not know that it was going to be this scenic. So I wasn't actually prepared to do this video, so I didn't record my first initial impressions of it as I drove in. So I figured I would do a driving out video. I'm on my way out of this place, and as you can see, there's one other part. So this is the parking lot all the way at the end. There's no place you can go from here. From here, the trail, which I'm going to be coming back out here at one point to be able to walk it. Today it's kind of wet and rainy, and not quite sure that I want to be out here. We'll wait and see if the rain stops. But the trail then heads down through a pine grove, and looks like it could be quite an interesting trail. But anyway, let's take our trip out of here, and we'll go see what's available. Now, what I think is really interesting is that from here there is a lake here. There you can see the pines, and here you see where the trailhead is down into the pines. Pines will continue off that way. You can see what we have over here. And there's a picnic table there. Place to stop and sit for a while. And here you'll see where the lake is. Right now it's frozen over, and apparently, I don't know if you can see it in this shot, there's two little dots out there. That's two ice fishermen. So apparently it is frozen over enough to support their weight. It's quite interesting. You see and here we go with that area there. A couple of other visitors. I would like to be able to get a good shot of the poster there, but I don't think I can. Of course, I have zoom on this thing, but I'm not going to really use that. What's all those name tags on them? Maybe park rangers who work this park. But there you can see all the let's see where the lake is. Very much reminds me of the place I worked for 10 years. We had a lake. With pine groves and deciduous groves in other areas. The pines were deliberately planted because they were all in rows, but the deciduous trees, they were all naturally grown. Now there you can see the guys fishing, ice fishing. I wonder if they've caught anything. I wonder what's available in here. Don't really care for fishing very much myself, but I've known people who were passionate about it, and I enjoy going when I've been invited. It's not the kind of thing that I'm ever going to wake up in the morning and think to myself, think to myself, I think I'll go fishing today. It's just not in me. And also, for a lot of the fishermen, for a lot of the different types of fishing that you do, requires getting up really early in the morning. And on my days off, I like to sleep in. So fishing's not really in my... and I've owned fishing equipment. I've owned a rod and reel and small tackle kit. I have since removed that from my life. I don't get much use out of it anymore, and it reminds me of the loss of a good friend of mine who I had two rods, one that I had on my own, and then I had one that he had given me as a gift. He wanted me to go fishing with him. He lent me the pole for the day, then gave it to me. It was a gift. I decided to give it to his grandson because I really didn't have much. And the one that I had, I gave away to someone else. And, here you see, I like to see that this place has an old-fashioned swing set. They're trying to eliminate all the really good playground equipment around the country, claiming the stuff is too dangerous. Now, of course, swings, if you stand directly in front of or behind the swing within the swing zone, you're going to get nailed. Well, part of that was, that's how you learned not to stand there when we were kids, man. This place has, looks like shredded bark, shredded mulch for the landing zone, so that's pretty good. Now, I like that this other piece of playground, we had similar pieces of playground equipment at some of the parks I've worked at. I like that the slide, you have two slides. That actually, usually the slides on these things are very short. This one here, that one on the left, facing directly away from us, well, not directly, but facing away. Let me get down here a little further, you get a better look at it. The one facing away from us, that one's it's a little longer than some of the ones I've seen. And then the one that's corkscrew on the other side, that's at least longer. So they really just, what's the word for it? Emasculate these this playground equipment. Here you can see the lake frozen over. And then we come to the boat ramps. And it looks like they have a floating dock right there that's out of the water. It probably hooks to the end of the other one there on that side. That's what we had at the park I worked at. However, now it looks like somebody scraped the ice, scraped the snow off the ice, and then see that out there on the water. It's kind of a strange looking kind of thing here. A nice pavilion. They have, oh, those all metal? Yeah, they are. A little fancier than what we had, but here, a nice area. See, and there you can see the oh, there we're coming into focus now, the ice fishermen. Let me see if I can get to a spot where I might be able to hang on here for a bit and kind of zoom in. Let's see what we can do. Maybe I can zoom this in. Okay, there's one. checking the flag there, yeah. Set up here. Whatever it is they brought out here. There's another chair. I guess there's a hole there. Alright, and they're the outhouse, which I'm almost, well, it could be flushable, I'm not quite sure. You probably wouldn't want to have a septic tank this close to the, so there's got to be plumbing in there, so if it weren't this close to a lake, I would think that it would be a outhouse kind of thing. And I don't know if it showed up in the, probably not, because it's always been on it, but there's a radio tower here. It's a short one. It's only looking about 20 feet maybe. I also notice a lot of birdhouses around here. And unfortunately, going out of here, mostly the lake is on the left side, out of view. But there are a couple of spots here, like this, like these parking lots, where I can aim over that way. There you see the road. And we got this stuff here. I'm gonna have to come back here when it's spring. Got a good look at things. There's the lake. Got a little cove right here. And there are power lines. You just saw one of the utility poles there. Trash cans. That's something that my parks did not have. We had a what was referred to as a trash-free park, which meant you bring it in, you take it out. I had several people complain over the years, hey, there's no trash cans here. Well, yeah. The reason was that people throw trash, and of course they throw food garbage in there, and then at night, the raccoons and other animals, depending on what you have present in your area, they come in, they go through it, and the stuff gets strewn all over the place. And they used to have one individual whose only job was to go out and pick up all the trash, and it got to be a real problem. So they said, all right, that's it, we just eliminate the trash cans, we eliminate the dumpsters, we just adopt the policy that you bring it in, you take it out. And now here we're got some elevated position. There's one of the poles, utility poles, but here's the lake from above a little bit, from a slightly higher elevation than over there. As we pan around, and there's the road we just came from. And we continue on around. shot, although I can't get to that. And here we are at the stop sign. Slip around to get the park entrance sign. And there we are. PA Fish and Boat Commission, Opossum Lake. Access Lower Frankfort Township Park. We have the fish symbol there. I wonder... Interesting. And I guess the fish symbol signifies fishing, and obviously the boat on a trailer means that there is a boat ramp. And let me just get this a little forward here. 220 Opossum Lake Road. So that's where we're at. So, all right. Well, I'm going to end this here. So if you're interested in fishing, or you're interested in going out boating on a lake when the lake's not frozen over, or at this point in time, looks like there are places where you can go out there. The ice is thick enough to support your weight. You can do some ice fishing if you're into that. I'm going to come back at another time to hike that trail through the pines. Until then, see ya.